Hi, Rich Massabny. I got to tell you about a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show that is down at a wonderful place, a dinner theater, which you don't see too many around. The Lazy Susan Inn is doing Greater Tuna. Now, do you people know some of these tuna shows? Have been Tuna Christmas and all put on by Joe Sears and Jason Williams down at the Warner Theater? Okay, these guys, in my opinion, I'll get introduced now, come as darn close to giving you that same kind of entertainment and believability and just terrificness. It's anyway. Before I get off on this too much, I want to introduce Robert Biederman, who plays. You play Thurston, right?
Thurston Wheelis.
Thurston Wheelis, and Matthew Randall over here plays Arliss. Now it's like if you've never seen this, these guys are crazy. Reason? They must do 30, 40. How many changes do you do in costumes?
I do 18 costume changes.
And you?
You know, I haven't counted, but I do 10 characters. So at least 10.
Yeah. But what they do is they just come on the stage. It's a radio show at first down in this fictitious thing of Tuna, Texas. And can you give us a little of that sound when you're talking, like just for a minute on that microphone?
Good morning, Tuna. This is Thurston Wheelis.
And this is Arliss Struve.
And this is the Wheelis
Struve
Report.
There you go.
And that's the way it is. And then they've got, I could read them here, but there's a whole bunch. A whole bunch of characters that they play. I mean, there's Elmer Watkins, there's Bertha Bumiller, there's Leonard Childers, there's Pearl Boris. There's too many. There's Snavely guy. There's Jody Bullmiller. You play men and women, don't you?
And yes. Dogs.
And I tell you guys look lovely when you're in the women's clothes. I don't mind telling you.
I don't make a very good-looking woman.
Well, let us decide that, will you? But this is a happy show, one good-feeling show. Yeah. And what I like about, I like food, you know. I'm also a food critic besides being a theater guy. And Lazy Susan always has a good spread, a buffet.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's reasonable. You get food and you get a great show like this. And I just love it. And my old pal, Frank Schutz, who's in the studio here, but we're not going to bring him up here. You know, he's not as good looking as we are.
Right. Nobody wants to see that.
No.
Yeah.
But he's the director. And he's been I've known this guy for a million years. He's got experience, and he has Mary Beth Smith Toomey, who's assistant. I've known her for 100 years. So when I'm down there, maybe you'll get that feeling yourselves. It's sort of like home. I don't know, just home. And this is going to play Greater Tuna through September 19.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Now, I didn't really look, but you amazed me about your background. You said you were in The Wizard of Oz. That was at the Warner?
Right.
I didn't realize that.
National tour of The Wizard of Oz.
My God, that's big time. What are you doing with me? Oh, okay. And what about you?
I've been acting since I was 12 years old.
Really?
Yep. I'm always on a stage somewhere and directing as well. And thank you for mentioning Frank Schutz, because he's the reason I'm doing the show. I've been trying to work with him for a long time.
Well,
I begged him.
Well, I'm sure you didn't have to. He knows talent, you know. Now, I want to say about the Lazy Susan Dinner Theater. If we could put up on the screen, people, I want to put the phone number. It's right down there in the Lawton area, 703-550-7384. And they've got a website, too. It's Lazy Susan, as it's on the screen now, .com. And we have, again, here, Robert Biederman and Matthew Randall. And, you know, I'm getting a little excited about this show. Why should I get so excited? I've interviewed 1 million people.
It's a wonderful show.
It is.
It's a wonderful show.
You feel good.
It's an actor's dream. I saw this in 1982 with Joe Sears, first time off Broadway. And when I saw it, I said, someday I will do it. And then I begged, borrowed, and stealed from Frank Schutz, getting me cast in this role, because I came into the rehearsal process 2 weeks late because I was on tour with the Wizard. And I hope I lived up to his expectations, because it's the best role I've ever done in 32 years.
Well, it's the best several roles you've ever done.
Yes,
yeah, I mean, it's Yeah, 10. And you say about 10
it's
too?
all at once, all at once. Yeah, it's the actor's dream, but it's also an actor's nightmare, obviously.
Name me a couple of the female characters you play, and then you two.
Well, there's Vera Karp.
Yeah.
Vera Karp is, she's kind of the town church lady.
Yes,
all
yes,
right?
yes.
And I also play, you play Bertha Buemiller, and I play Bertha's lovely daughter, Charlene.
Yes, yes,
Buemiller,
yes,
and
yes.
lovely being in quotes there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and of course, I've seen Jason Williams and Joe Sears, the originators of this show, doing the different women. And I didn't, but you know, your women, give me, who you do play, some women?
I do Bertha Buemiller.
Yeah.
And while I'm playing that role,
Yeah.
he plays all three of my children.
Ah, okay, that's right. That's right.
My
And
2 sons and my daughter.
okay, even
In the same scene.
yeah, that's right. I didn't realize that. But you know what I wanted to say is, I would like, it isn't fair to try to compare you to the originators, but darn it, it holds up. You guys
Thank you.
are your own people doing a good job. You know what I mean?
It's the writing. It's the writing. I knew these guys years and years ago. I happened to live in San Francisco when they were performing there for a long, long time, and I saw the show a number of times. And this came from, I don't know if you know the background, they used to do this at parties.
No,
and
no, I
finally
didn't.
somebody said, write this down, you got to play here. And
Really?
it's the writing. It's the writing. I mean, anybody that can handle multiple roles
Yeah.
can pull this off, or should pull this off. The fun and the drama for us as actors is you never know what's going to happen on stage.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, you're changing
whatever you
so
did the night
fast
I
and-
was there watching it, it was flawless in my opinion. Maybe
Oh,
you
this is
saw
funny.
your wig didn't fall off, or you didn't fall off the stage. We have maybe a minute left. I want to just tell the people out there again, do yourself a favor. If you've not been to good dinner theater, Lazy Susan's been around forever down there in Lawton. And they're doing this great at Tuna till September 19th. So don't wait till September 19th. And I want to give you that phone number again. You can call down there, 703-550-7384, or look them up under lazysusan.com. And I can't thank you enough, Robert Biederman. I know you guys are tired, and Matthew Randall, to take the time out. But I really feel you people out there should do yourself a favor during this summertime and catch a wonderful, wonderful show that Frank Schutz has put together. And thanks again so much for coming
Thank you.
out.
Yeah, appreciate
Really,
it. Thank
really,
you.
really. I have to go see it again before it closes,
I hope
too.
you do.
I hope you do.
All right, thank you so much. This is Rich Massabny, back to the desk.